Hi, I'm Lance Francis reporting for the NB Media Co-op at Elsipogotog, and I'm here at the site of the first ever comic convention in an Atlantic First Nation. Organizers have just announced that Elsi-Con will be returning next year, making it officially the only ongoing comic convention in a First Nation in the country. On Saturday, this arena held many visitors, vendors, and special guests, including actors Adam Beach and Glenn Gould, writer Jason Lawson, and editorial cartoonist Michael D. Adder, and many more. This event also featured a wrestling show put on by Moncton-based Innovative Hybrid Wrestling and a cosplay competition judged by Sue Kim Ouellette. Stay tuned for our highlights.
It's pretty exciting stuff. Turned out really good, and it was fun walking around and seeing all this. This is only my second Comic-Con thing, so honestly, this was the best one I've been to. I only been to two, but this was the best one. It felt like a big happy family. Like it almost felt like a powwow, but cooler. Yeah. So that was fun. It was really good experience. Like I enjoyed today. It was really fun. Yeah. I'm hoping like it comes back next year, and it seemed like it was very successful this year. So hopefully next year we'll see it again, and we'll have it going for years.
I made the whole thing myself out of EVA foam, so it's extremely light but extremely hot.
Extremely hot, yeah. How does it feel to be walking around in the August heat in this thing?
Oh, it feels great. I do it just because I love it so much, and it's just fun. So you fight the heat.
Big Ninja Turtles fan?
Yes, of course. Isn't everybody?
Oh man, I definitely watched my share of Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
And yeah, definitely. Kids are fascinated by your costume.
It's a lot of fun. It gets a lot of attention, and it's a lot of positive attention.
Some serious footwear right there. How long did it take you to build this thing?
I do it in my spare time, so probably 4 or 5 months, just an hour here, an hour there, and on the weekend or whatever.
Okay.
Then eventually it's done.
Well, I think it's important because we get, kids in First Nations communities don't always get an opportunity to attend something like this or to even know what it is, And I think I think it's important because it'll open their eyes. You got guys like Adam here, myself, that can inspire kids to chase their dreams and find their passion and see people like us who've done the same thing, right? This is my very first Comic-Con event, and it's in a Mi'kmaq community. Yeah. We were talking about this actually, how good it would be to move it around from community to community every year. Which would be really, really, I think, great, to give that exposure to the kids in those communities, and not just kids, adults. There's a lot of adults who are comic fans, television fans, so I think it'd be nice to bring something different to the community that they don't normally get to experience. I think it'd be awesome. Just finished 2 months off from medical leave, so it was nice to be like, okay, I can drive up to New Brunswick and start getting back out in the world a little bit. I suffered a mild stroke in mid-May, so it's been slowly getting back into the groove of things, and so this was nice just to go, okay, I've been home for 2 months.
Yeah, what do you think about the event today?
Fantastic. When I got invited, it was quite a surprise because I didn't even know this was even in existence yet. It just kind of happened really, really quick. And I'm so happy to be invited here. It was a great time.
Having a Comic-Con as a first time here in the Mi'kmaq community enables us to connect with the younger generation. Also the older generation like myself. I love comic books, I love the movies, anime is amazing. I have a friend of mine, Jason, see him over there, Jason Lawson? He has a book that we're going to work together on and make it into a feature, but we're also completed a script that we worked on, and hopefully we'll bring it to fruition for people to watch. So, a lot of people don't realize there is talent in the East Coast. We just have to, promote them.
I was looking for a story about gold in in the Atlantic provinces because that's not something that's really prevalent around here. Not a lot of gold mining in old times. And I came across this story online about Jim Charles. He was a guide in Nova Scotia in the 1800s, and around 1870 he discovered gold. So him and a judge were hiding the gold, and Jim was taking a little at a time not to reveal his wealth. But when he started spending too much, people realized what was going on, and they came out of the woodwork trying to kill him. So there was only a limited amount of information there of what I could get. So I had the pieces of it, but I had to embellish the rest of the story, of course. And it broke Amazon's top 100. It's sold well in the U.S. and in Canada. And I've known Adam for quite a while. And it's something that we've talked about doing. Hopefully we can bring it to the big screen.
Okay. What's the sort of timeline on it? Are you guys looking for a producer still? Or
you guys know how this works. It's always about money. Everything always comes down to money. In Canada, there isn't big budgets like there are in the US of A to make these kinds of feature films. So producers have to collaborate, pool funds, work with the provincial and federal governments trying to get enough money together to make a good product. And unfortunately, that is a barrier that we're all working against.
I'm a stuntman, also a stunt actor. So the difference is a lot of stuntmen were doubling all the time. I don't double a lot, so I mostly play characters that look like me. And when they need a big guy to die, they call on me. Yeah. So it's mostly what I do.
What's an example of a recent stunt?
I just got my head chopped off in Twisted Metal. Yeah.
What does that involve? Can you walk me through?
Yeah, sure. There's several ways to do this one. We used a green suit and a green hood. So we filmed my body in a green suit going down to the ground. Well, that would be my head going to the ground. Then we film it with me wearing a hood, and that's my body going to the ground. They put some movie magic together, and then it looks pretty wicked, yeah.
What are some other titles that people might recognize that you're from?
I'm Stunt Hazel in Umbrella Academy. That's probably my biggest double gig. I'm in a Nick Cage movie called Retirement Plan. Came out a couple years ago. Notable because he killed me twice in the same movie. And as he told me, this will be good for your career. I'm also really excited. Go watch Deathstalker. It should be out soon. I don't know when this airs, but Deathstalker, a remake of a classic 1983 sword and sandal type affair. And I get to play the famous pig face character.
What do you think of the event today?
Oh, it was great. I'm glad to be a part of it. I know this is a first, and really honored to be here. I got to see some of my friends. I'm friends with these comic artists. I got to meet them at other conventions. And yeah, I think this is going to be a big hit. Yeah, everybody's super sweet here. Hospitality amazing. And yeah, good people.
And you said you flew out for this, right? You traveled, where were you?
I flew from Florida to come here. Yeah, I lived in Nova Scotia for 3 years now. So I've done the cons out there. That's where I got to meet everybody. So kind of like coming home.
It's hard to make fun of a person who's already funnier than anything you could come up with. But the one way that people succeed in criticizing Trump is when they add humor. The Daily Show's been more effective than CNN or MSNBC at tearing down Trump than anybody. And editorial cartoonists have been more successful than their newspapers.
For the first show, I think it went off pretty good. I think, attendance was a little lower probably than we'd like, but it was the first show. Huge concert going on.
And Bluegrass Festival down the road.
Street.
So
and we had a 2-month turnaround time. What was it? What was it?
9 weeks.
9 weeks. Yeah. So not bad for
End of June
a ragtag group of misfits.
That's right.